Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on Simplesys Contracts, a modern software tool for contract management. With this contract database, you can keep appointments, deadlines, costs, and revenue in plain sight. Today we'll cover the basic functions of the platform to get you started. You can buy the software and install it on your server. You can then use it online or internally through a network. Or you can rent it as a SaaS program and work with it online through our server. In that case, to access Simplesys Contracts, just open up your browser and type in the address. Choose your language and log in with your name and password. If you have an OpenID, you're welcome to use that as well. Once you're in, you'll come straight into the cockpit here. This, as well as Contracts, Organizations, Persons, and Calendar, are your standard modules. And over on the left, we've got all of your navigation tools. Under the Home tab here, you have your standard modules, as well as extra optional modules such as tasks, invoices, financial planning, legal disputes, and reports. At the bottom of the panel, admins can bring up the Application Designer tab, which will give you access to the Object Designer, Menu Editor, and Translations. With our Quick Search function, you can search all areas for documents and for inline tags in PDF and text documents. In the Administration panel, if you are logged in as the administrator, you can change and edit your user accounts and group accounts, and all of the basic internal program settings. And you can minimize or maximize this panel at any time, simply by clicking on this collapse icon. You can also come here to add a wide variety of portlets, little apps to customize the cockpit and make working easier for you. And over here, you can select how many columns you'd like your layout to have. A great feature with our platform is the Quick Add in the top menu here. With Quick Add, you can add records very fast. You can add new contracts, events, legal disputes, organizations, people, or tasks. For instance, let's add a new person. Simply click on Person and fill out the relevant information. We can click the plus sign to quick add their organization if it's a new one, and fill out the relevant info. Or we can choose their organization from our list if we already have it on file. The Take Address of the Organization option automatically duplicates the organization's contact info and puts it on file for this person. You can select the relation of the person, and administrators can add different titles if this list doesn't suffice. You can enter a street address, which we'll actually skip since we've selected the Take Address option. We'll enter their email address and save. Now let's have a look at the Contract module. We'll open up the navigation panel and choose Contracts. Here we can see the contract list and its options. You can limit the view, perform an extended search, or filter your list by entering a name, contract type, contract status, the contracting party, and/or the business unit. You can select any contract and edit or delete, or add a new record here. You can import any XML or CSV list, and you can export XML, CSV, or Excel files. Print, and change the view if you like. So let's search the contracts for ABC Media. We'll select them, and click Search. Since they don't show up, that means we haven't added them yet, so we'll click this plus icon to do so. We'll fill out the relevant information, and anything with an asterisk is mandatory. We can also enter an external contact person and an internal contact person, set the contract start date, set the end date of the contract, select the current status. You can select the renewal terms and the notice period, and add any comments you like in this text field here. The admin can customize additional fields for a specific contract, and you can add finance info such as currency, fixed costs and revenue, and payment type and interval. You can easily add documents to the contract. By clicking on the Documents tab, you'll come to the Root Documents folder for that contract. You can create folders within it by clicking on the New Folder button and name the folder. Click it to open, and upload any file by browsing for it or by dragging and dropping from its location on your local computer. Once it's uploaded, you can right-click to access a menu that includes several options. Under the Reminder tab, you can click Add to add an event. You can send reminders when a certain date has been reached, when an attribute or record has changed, or when the contract end date has been reached. In our case, we'll set a warning for when the contract is about to end and inform the administrator whose email we'll plug in here, as well as the company contact. And we'll enter in what we'd like this reminder to say. We'll have it sent 60 days before the contract is ended to give plenty of response time. Under the Access tab, we can restrict access to the platform to any position we'd like. Even though we don't see it in this demo, we can do this all the way down to the user level. We can control who has read access and who can write or add data to the platform. And lastly, under the Notes tab, you can simply click Add and leave any notes for this contract. And we'll save. As we can see now, the system has found the contract for ABC Media. And lastly, let's show you the Log tab here. To do this, we'll need to open up an existing contract that has been modified. Let's look at All, for instance, and see all of our contracts that we currently have on the platform. To edit an already existing contract, simply right-click and select Edit or double-click. And you'll see here that we have a Log tab. This appears when there is more than one version of a contract, like when it's been edited. If we like, we can go back to any previous versions and see what the changes were. And you can open up any of these versions and edit from there. And that's the general overview of the Simplesys Contracts platform. For more information, you can visit our website, simplesys.com, or contact us by email.